Hello everyone! I am so excited to continue to explore Europe with you. And today we are going to be learning about the country Denmark. Are you ready to set off for an adventure to learn about Denmark? Let's go!
Hi, I'm Robbie. Hi, I'm Susie.
Hi, I'm Miss Carly, the teacher. It's time for
Hometime
with Robbie and Susie.
I have hands, watch me clap.
Watch me clap.
Oh, what a miracle am I have feet, watch me stamp.
Watch me stand.
Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle, oh, what a miracle, every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special, there's nobody quite like me. I have arms, watch me swing.
Watch me swing.
Oh, what a miracle am I have legs, they can bend and stretch. Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle, oh, what a miracle, every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special, there's nobody quite like me. I have a spine, it can twist and bend. Oh, what a miracle am I have a 1 foot, watch me balance. Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle, oh, what a miracle, every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special, there's nobody quite like me. There's nobody quite like me.
Hey everyone, I am really excited to learn about Denmark with you. And I have a song that is from Denmark and you might know it too. It has an Incy, Wincy, spider. Do you know that song? Let's sing it together. Okay, get your fingers ready. The Incy Wincy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So the Incy Wincy spider climbed up the spout again. Do you like that song? I love that song. Would you like to sing it again? Okay, let's get our fingers out again. Ready? The Incy Wincy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So the Incy Wincy spider climbed up the spout again. I love that song. I'm really excited to continue to learn about Denmark with you. Let's go and see what's next.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be with you for story time today. We are looking at Denmark and the story I'll be sharing with you is a fairy tale from Denmark. You might even know it. I'm going to be telling the story and using some beautiful pictures to guide us. Let's do it together. Our story today is The Ugly Duckling. Let's find out why he might be ugly. So once upon a time, a mother duck had a nest with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs all ready to hatch. One of them though was a little bit different. The mother duck sat on her eggs until they were ready to hatch. Slowly, one by one, out of the eggs hatched the little ducklings. Can you see how many have hatched? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there was still one egg left in the nest. I wonder what's happening. Eventually, out of that egg came another little duckling. But he didn't look like the other ducklings, did he? He's a different colour. This little duckling went to find the mother duck and the other ducks in the pond. Can you see him there? But they noticed that he was different to them. They said, "Why are you different?" Because they said that to the little duckling, it made him really sad, and he thought to himself, "Nobody loves me because I'm different." And so he began to go and find someone who might look like him. I wonder who he's going to try and find. While he was walking, he found 2 birds in the tree. But they also thought he looked different. They said, "You look strange and you're ugly." This poor little duckling, those words hurt him and made him feel really sad. It's so important the way we speak to one another, and we can help each other to know that it's okay to be different. The little duckling went for a swim in the pond. He was still really keen to know why he was different. While he was swimming, he looked up into the sky and noticed some beautiful big swans flying. In Denmark, it gets really cold in winter, and this poor little duckling was out on the lake when it started to snow. Thankfully, along came a farmer who picked up the little duckling and took him inside so that he wouldn't be cold. While the farmer was looking after the duckling, he started to grow, and he actually grew into a beautiful big swan. So the whole time he wasn't an ugly duckling, he was a beautiful swan, and that's why he looked different at the start. So once he grew up and it was starting to get cold again, all the birds in Denmark fly to where it's a little bit warmer. So can you see him here? And now he looks like the other swans. And that's the end of our story about the ugly duckling. I'd also love to share with you a song as well. Okay, I've got my 5 little ducks ready and my mother duck. We better make sure she can count them and know that she's got all her ducks. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was that, Mummy Duck? They're going for a walk. Let's do it together. 5 little ducks went out one day, over the hills and far away. Mummy Duck said, "Quack, quack, quack, quack," but only 4 little ducks came back. 4 little ducks went out one day, over the hills and far away. Mummy Duck said, "Quack, quack, quack, quack," but only 3 little ducks came back. 3 little ducks went out one day, over the hills and far away. Mommy duck said quack, 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 but only 2 little ducks came back. 2 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mommy duck said quack, 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 but only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went out one day over the hills and far away. Mommy duck said quack, 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 but none of her 5 little ducks came back. What's that, Mummy duck? Let's try and find those little ducks. So Mummy duck went out one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 and all of her 5 little ducks came back. Let's make sure we've got them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All your ducks are back, Mummy duck. She's really happy. Thank you for singing with me. How about you stay with us and we go and do a beautiful experience making our own swans. Come on.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm really excited to share a very special craft with you. And thank you so much, Helen. I loved the ugly duckling story.
Oh, you're welcome. I love the meaning behind it and that we're all different, but we all have a purpose in our life.
Oh, that was beautiful. Well, one thing I loved about that the ugly duckling was actually so beautiful, and it was a swan, right? Yeah. Well, as we're learning about Denmark, did you know that the national animal of Denmark is the swan?
There you go. How cool is that?
And I thought today we could make a swan. Yeah?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, so to make swans, I'm going to make one out of a paper plate. So I have some scissors, I have some glue, and I have some white collage material, and I have a yellow patty cake pen, and that's going to be for the beak. Because as you can see here, a swan's beak is orange or yellow. And as you can see here, the swan has a very long neck, and it has a beautiful white body. And then you can see here some goslings or some swan ducklings. Okay, so for you, Helen, how are you going to make your swan today?
Well, I'm actually going to use my own hand, and I've got a piece of scrapbooking paper which actually has some beautiful little birds on it, and it's just a different colour, so I thought that goes along really well with the story that he was a different colour to everyone else. So I'm actually going to use my own handprint to trace around it, and then I'm going to cut it out.
Okay, well, do you need any help with yours, or do you want to get started?
I might trace my hand first, and then I might need to help with some scissors.
Okay, not a problem. Well, I'm going to start with my paper plate swan. So how to create a swan with a paper plate is I'm actually going to almost cut my paper plate in half. So just like this, all the way along. Keep going just a little bit more to about there. Okay, so it's kind of like a mouth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to cut a section out like this. Might have to go around this way. All the way round. Have you ever seen a swan, Helen?
I actually live near a lake, and we have some black swans.
Oh.
They're really beautiful, and they have a red beak, so a little bit different.
Oh, I've seen some white swans over in Europe as well, and they were just beautiful. Okay, so I have my body of the swan just here, and then this part is the big long neck. And so I'm just going to cut out a head part, just like this. And there I have the start of my swan.
Beautiful.
Did you want to use my scissors?
Yes, please. So all I've done so far, I just traced around my fingers, and I left my thumb over here to be the head. So I'm just going to cut that out now. Just tracing around each of my fingers like the 5 little duck song we sang. Okay.
Well, I have some shredded paper here, and I'm actually going to try and make some feathers. And we also have some cut up paper towels. So I'm going to make some fluffy feathers, and I'm going to make some long feathers. Because as you can see here on the swan, we have some long tail feathers. So how I'm going to do that is I am actually going to roll up my paper just like this, just to make it a little bit smaller. And it kind of looks like some tail feathers. So I'm going to do a few more of those. And I think I'm going to tape mine on because I want them to stand up. So I'm going to use some sticky tape. And I'm going to put, because the tail is here, so I'm going to put them on just like this. And then I'm going to start creating some tail feathers.
Awesome.
How are you going with yours, Helen?
So I've cut out my swan. I've left my thumb at the top, like a big thumbs up. And this is going to be the head of my swan. And these are the beautiful tail feathers as it's swimming in the water. So I'm just going to draw a little face. Instead of sticking one like you're going to draw, I'm just going to draw the face on my one. The eye and the beak. But I might do what you're doing if that's okay, Lauren, and borrow some of your collage materials to stick onto my swan.
I love to share, Helen, so you
Thank
can
you.
use as much as you like. So now I'm going to create some fluffy feathers. So I have some cut up paper towel here, and then I'm going to use some glue, and we're going to paste them on the body. And so we've got some tail feathers, and then I'm going to put some glue on my paper plate, just like this. And I'm going to stick some beautiful white fluffy paper towel on there, just like that. And you can try and fold it up a little bit to make it fluffy, just like that. And then you can also cover your whole page with these if you like, if you want to make a really fluffy swan. Because the baby ducklings, I think baby swans are called goslings, is that correct?
That is, yeah.
So they're called goslings, and they're very fluffy, aren't they?
They're very cute and fluffy.
But they're not white, are they? They're not born white.
No, so we found out in our story that they actually have more of a grey colour.
Oh, but the grey must turn into white.
Yeah, so they lose all those beautiful little baby feathers as they get older, and then they'll turn in to have the white feathers.
And I think there's some other birds as well that start off grey, fluffy. Can you think of one? I know
What
of
are you
one.
thinking of,
A
Lauren?
penguin.
Oh,
They start off as
Great
babies.
one.
They're grey and fluffy, and then they lose their feathers and they have white feathers on them, like the big emperor penguins. Okay, I am almost finished with my paper towel feathers. Bit more, one more. And then I'm going to create a face. So I've done my body, I've got my tails, my fluffy tails, and now I think I need to make a beak. So I'm going to use a recycled patty cake, and I need to make their beaks a triangle. So I'm going to cut a triangle out, just like that. And then I'm going to put, I think I should maybe glue. Going to put my beak. I think I might glue on the underside, just like this. And we have a beak, just like that.
that's awesome. I love it.
So I'm just missing some beautiful eyes though. So I need to, can I borrow your
Yes,
texter?
no
Thank
worries.
you. I'm going to draw an eye. They have just sort of roundish eyes, just like that. How are you going with
I'm
your...
going really well. So I just put a few on mine just to show how when he was little, he had a little bit of the different colour feathers, and then he's just starting to get just a few of his grown-up feathers.
Oh,
He's
I,
swimming along the water.
I love that he's a different colour, like the ugly duck, the
Yeah.
duckling in the ugly duckling story. And I think I've finished my swan.
It's really pretty.
Kind of looks like the swan there, pretty much. And its head, and when they're sitting on the lake, they do rest. They got such long necks that they turn their head around and rest their whole
They do.
neck on their body. I don't think we'd be able to do that. Our necks aren't long enough. And did you know that the babies, just like there, they actually sit and go to sleep underneath the mum's wing while
so nice
floating.
and warm.
Yeah, while floating on the water. So as the mum's swimming along, the baby ducklings will jump up and jump underneath the mum's wings. And so sometimes you see a mother swan swimming, And you don't even know that she's got babies underneath her as well. Well, thank you, Helen. I loved making these swans today, and I loved listening to your story, The Ugly Duckling, and I really loved learning about Denmark, the country in Europe.
Yeah, me too.
Well, we can't wait for you to join us next time, and we'll see you soon. Bye.